Okay, hi guys. So this is my tech set, and here it's about perspectives, and here's my couple of my standards. So it's discuss how people can be the same and different, and I want to know about other people and how our lives and experiences are the same but different. Um, yeah, so I really wanted to focus on perspectives because I found a great book on it, and I'll tell you guys in a second about that. Here's my list at a glance if you want to pause it and check out any of these titles and the authors. But let's just jump on into it. My first book is Voices in the Park and A Walk in the Park, both by Anthony Brown. These are two stories that go really well together because they essentially tell the same story. Um, the A Walk in the Park is more of a conventional way to tell this story. It dialogues two different families as they experience the park and how they experience the park differently. There's a lower class family and an upper class family. Um, and it's pretty conventional. One page is for the lower class family, and one page is for the upper class family. Voices in the Park is told in a much different way, but it's the same story. It's told voice by voice, person by person, how each of them experienced the park. So the first like 5 pages or so is just talking about how the mother in the upper class family experienced the park, and the next 8 pages is how the father experiences the park, and so on and so forth with each kid. And it's really interesting. It's a great way, both abstractly and concretely, with a walk in the park, of how we can teach perspective. This one is more kind of trying to fulfill that nonfiction genre. It's not nonfiction; it's like more realistic fiction, but it's two pen pals from different cultures, and you can get to see their perspectives and how different cultures can be the same and can be different. And I think that's a really important piece to put into this. It's really showing some real information about specifically Indian culture and American culture. And that one's by Jenny Sue Kostik Shaw. This one is kind of more on the darker side, but it kind of fulfills that nonfiction base too. And I really liked it. I think the story of Anne Frank is too little told in our society and to kids, and the story of the Holocaust in general is too little told to our kids. And I think we should prepare them for what they will learn later on. So this one's The Cat Who Lived with Anne Frank, and it's by David Lee Miller, and it tells the story of the cat who actually did live with Anne Frank, but it tells it from the cat's perspective. And it's really interesting. It goes into her whole life, and yeah, I really like this book. This one's kind of going off that cat theme a little bit. I Am the Dog, I Am the Cat by Donald Hall is telling the very well known dynamic between dogs and cats and how they differ, and it tells the story from each of their perspectives, page by page. And it's a really great concrete example, like how kids can know two things can have completely different perspectives. And kind of touching on this a little bit as well, They All Saw a Cat is a really great book that, and this one's by Brennan Wenzel. It's a really great book that shows us a cat and it shows us what it actually looks like. And then it goes through different creatures or people and shows how they see the cat. So it goes to like a kid and how the kid sees the cat. Goes to a bee, how the bee sees the cat with a bunch of different, like kind of like a kaleidoscope. And shows how a bird sees the cat from above. A rat sees the cat, and the cat looks very scary in that page. It just kind of shows a bunch of different perspectives on cats uh, and about seeing the world in a whole different way. We'll go on to the next few on the second part. Thanks.